This video is about the War of the First Coalition, which lasted from 1792 to 1797. At first, France declared war on the Austrian king, and then the whole thing ended with the Treaty of Campo-Formio. The First French Republic fought nearly all of the other European powers. To the background, it was a time of the French Revolution. France was firstly transformed into a constitutional monarchy, and that threatened the other European monarchs, the other European powers in their self-understanding. But firstly, they did not do much just because they underestimated the gravity of the French Revolution. They also did not see the balance of powers threatened, and their other interests. To mention here the dualism between Prussia and Austria within the Holy Roman Empire. The Austrians and the Russians were at war with the Turkish. Great Britain, actually, was not too unhappy about the French Revolution because this weakened her colonial rival France. But the dynamic should change dramatically after a failed attempt of Louis XVI, of the French king. The French king tried to flee France on the 21st of June 1791, but he failed. He was caught. Prussia and Austria, they declared they want to have the French monarchy fully restored, and they're willing to use military force to achieve this. France, on the other hand, demanded from her neighbors to expel royalists from their countries. And the situation became more tense when Prussia and Austria signed a defensive alliance. Then France declared war on the Austrian king. So war was on, and the French plan was to invade the Austrian Netherlands, but they were repelled. The Prussian commander, the Duke of Brunswick, released a manifesto that there will be draconic measures in any case of resistance. But this had the opposite effect. The Tuileries were stormed and Louis XVI was imprisoned. Now the Prussian and also Austrian troops advanced, and they were quite successful. But they could be stopped with a cannonade of Valmy, the first turning point of the war, if you will. The National Convention proclaimed then the First French Republic, and the revolution was radicalized. Now the French could invade the Austrian Netherlands, and they could also invade and occupy the territory left of the River Rhine. They advanced furthermore into Nice in Savoy. And then Louis XVI was executed. This had the effect that nearly all the other European powers joined the coalition. So France was quite under pressure. And the pressure was mounting when the Austrian forces won a battle in the north and could retake the Austrian Netherlands. France was under threat, so what did they do? They put conscription into place and had a massive increase of troops. And then the French armies successfully fought against the coalition forces because of a new strategy or new tactics. You can think of this: a good Prussian soldier stands in a line and waits for orders. But the French were just taking cover. They had the new light infantry tactic that was completely unusual for the Allies. But the Allies advanced again in the Netherlands, and then there was definitely a turning point in the north, a French victory. It did not look good for the Allied anymore. Also, France could prevail against Spain in the south and could win against Austria and Sardinia in Italy. Robespierre was then executed on 28th of July 1794, and the revolution, or the radical phase of the revolution was over. A more moderate government was in power. But the war was going on. France could conquer the entire Netherlands and install there the Batavian Republic, a daughter republic of France. Austrian and imperial forces were actually quite successful, but they failed to achieve a decisive victory in the Rhineland. Then the Treaty of Basel. Firstly, Prussia left the war, and then Spain left the war. So the things are definitely turning now. France could advance into southern Germany, was repelled. But Napoleon Bonaparte was more successful in northern Italy. There was a peace with Sardinia, and France won Savoy and Nice. Then to mention is the Battle of Lodi, where allegedly Napoleon had stormed the bridge that decided this battle. Bonaparte took Mantua, strategically very important. From there he could advance into the Austrian heartland. Furthermore, French forces were advancing towards Frankfurt in the north, and then the Austrians had to sue for peace. There was the pre-peace, and then Napoleon occupied Venice, and finally we have the Peace of Campo Formio. The French Revolution was secured against foreign threats. France gained territories. The Austrian Netherlands, the territory left of the Rhine, Savoy and Nice, Haiti, and the Ionian Islands. But the expansion of France's influence was even greater. There was the Batavian Republic in the Netherlands, French daughter republics in Italy and Switzerland, and temporarily France had the naval supremacy in the Mediterranean. Furthermore, Spain became an ally of France. However, Great Britain was still at war with France. What should follow was Napoleon's Egyptian expedition and the War of the Second Coalition. And you have to see this first war as the basis for the career of Napoleon Bonaparte. That was the War of the First Coalition in 5.